Once again, everybody, and welcome to the next Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer tournament race. We have today, out of Group I, we have gamercal going up against JonnyLink. I'm Brett Slappa, and joining me today is my dear good friend, Amorietta. Amor, I am so excited to call this race with you. Welcome aboard. I hope you're having a good day so far.
Good afternoon and good evening, everybody. So, yeah, excited to have this this race. I believe it's the first race for these two in this tournament, and for their whole group I think it is. So
Yep,
they're starting everybody off here.
It up, Amor. It's Group I, and I'm sure that there's probably some nerves with our racers here today, but I'm looking forward to the action.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think they are pretty much ready to go. So just waiting for the go ahead here.
Yep. Looks like gamercal. Oh, I thought gamercal was having a bit of a stream hiccup there, but now it looks like it's fine now.
I think so. But yeah, this has been a great tournament so far. I've had a lot of great races. So
yeah, the last one I called, they were two races were both really close, went right to the wire. So
a lot more to come too. So
yep. So good luck to both of our runners. Let's have a good one.
Yeah, we got our countdown. So
everybody in chat is having a good day as well. Looking forward to getting it started.
And we're off.
Yep, indeed we are. And as Gimp Extreme predicted in chat, World 1 starts us off.
Good guess.
Yep. We start off with World 1, 2, and we have the Angry Sun right off the bat.
So these are Attorney Flags 1. So the worlds are not randomized at this point, but the levels within the worlds are randomized. Randomized enemies, clearly, from what we can see here with that sun.
Yeah, exactly right, Amor. That's exactly right. gamercal making sure to pick up an extra power up there just to be safe. And both of our runners are through the first level. And interesting cheap there at the start of World 1-1.
Yeah, he's tricky because he can pop up just about anywhere, even up in the clouds there. Gotta watch out for him.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you just said it, Amor. Yeah, we saw it right there with JonnyLink. Yeah, the cheap popped up in midair. Good call.
For me, I think he can kind of be worse than Boss Bass. Boss Bass is a little more predictable, I think, but not that guy.
Yeah, in a way, yes, but not by a whole lot. That's a good point.
Got the first fort here.
Yep. We should just see if our runners, if they get a leaf here, if there's a leaf here, they decide to go for the warp whistle location.
And it will, of course, not be a warp whistle. It will be some sort of random item.
Warp whistles have been removed from the randomizer.
Very nice. Nice hammer to start. Nice early hammer.
Well, yeah, the hammers are so useful because if you're in a seed where they break a lock, they can be really helpful.
That's one of my favorite things about the randomizers, that the hammers can do that, which of course they could not in the original.
Exactly, Amor. Yeah, they couldn't do that in the vanilla games, so that's something you can definitely exploit in the randomizer. JonnyLink is off to a slight lead here early on, but not by a whole lot. It's close early on.
They both got the same cards at the end of the levels so far. Just a little thing I noticed.
Yeah, I just noticed that, Amor. You're right. It's
I think they planned that or something.
Yeah, good call. Anyway, on to 1-4 here, and as you know, Amor, we do not have auto scrollers in the randos except for a few very specific levels.
Another great thing about it, no auto-scrollers to deal with, for the most part.
Yeah, and I know how much you detest auto-scrollers, Amor.
Hey, what's the Hammer Bro gonna have? Oh, Fire Bros, actually.
Ooh, man, those can be nasty. Fire Brothers can be very nasty.
Oh, they each got a different one, actually. So another hammer for both, so
Wow,
that's a nice start. Yeah, nice start.
Wow. This seed may not last very long if they keep getting hammers like this. They could breeze right through it. Our runners are on the first Doom ship, and boy, it's neck and neck right now.
JonnyLink's got a little better position with his Fire Flower, but pretty easy fight, though.
Yep, and as Cheatsy, as I like to call him, that's what he was known as in the old cartoon series, is just a two-hitter.
Yeah, so pretty straightforward. Yeah, pretty straightforward World 1. So we're off to a good start here.
Indeed, I mean it doesn't get much closer. They're right. It's basically like a frame apart or something.
So of course we have World 2. Oh, and Peach gave a cloud. That's also really good. Good items so far.
Our runners are getting some really generous items here, I'll tell you.
Angry Sun is making another appearance. I don't know what he's so mad about, but...
Yeah, I mean, is he having a bad day or what?
I'm guessing he's just too hot. We all get a little grumpy sometimes when we're too hot, so...
Yeah, I guess even for the Angry Sun, it gets a little too hot.
JonnyLink has put the sun to sleep. He is taking a rest.
Yeah, you could use a little breather.
It's kind of a safe spot you can stand to avoid the sun there where gamercal is. It's a safe spot to be in.
Exactly, and more. It's and both of our runners definitely exploiting that.
Well, those two pipes there are pretty useless. They're too close together.
Yeah, I would say they're pretty useless, yeah.
You can make for a pretty short world, too, if one pipe leads all the way to the right, but that's not the case here, unfortunately, so they're going to have to play
yeah, they'll probably yeah, exactly. They'll have to go through it pretty much normally. JonnyLink deciding not to use one of the hammers. He goes to the pyramid level instead, and, well, gamercal right behind.
Yeah, so they broke the rock there. I think what were there, 2 forts, I think, and one lock was still blocking the fortress. So
maybe that had an influence on their decision.
They might be, trying to save the hammers for a bit later, which is not a bad idea.
That's a good point too, Amor. That's a pretty good point. They may be wanting to save them, maybe for World 8, perhaps. JonnyLink took a death there right at the end of the level. That got taken out. That was a tough break.
gamercal picking up a mushroom. It's always a nice little thing to have.
It's always good to have a little power up in reserve, if at all possible.
Fire Bro right at the end. It's always a little scary.
Yep, you always want to be leery when you come across one of those guys.
I think I've seen a boss bass at the end one time too.
Yeah, we haven't seen we haven't seen him yet.
I shouldn't have said his name because now he's going to show up somewhere.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you kind of probably jinxed it. But anyway, gamercal now has found World 642 here. Ooh, almost got taken out by one of the roto discs there. That was close. Now he's going to probably make short work of Boom Boom here. Give him the old 1, 2, 3, and he's done.
It's a tricky fight with the ice there.
Yeah, we all know how ice physics are in video games. They're not fun.
I always felt like they were a little more slippery in Mario 3 than in other Mario games. I don't know if that's really accurate, but I always felt like that was the case.
That would be an interesting comparison, Amor. That would be interesting to find out. Ooh, gamercal getting a P-Wing. That could be useful.
Yep.
JonnyLink doing the flying strat there on World 642, flying underneath there a little bit. I've seen you do that a few times, Amor.
Yep.
I've never tried it before, personally, when I played the vanilla game, but one of these days I'll have to try that.
It saves a tiny bit of time, I guess.
Yeah, if you can pull it off, it definitely is a time saver, a little bit, no question.
A couple more Boom Booms going down here.
Yeah, Boom Boom's such a wimp, man. I mean, come on. He's one of the wimpiest bosses I've ever seen in a game.
Well, he's just chilling in his room, though. You know, Mario's breaking in, and I don't know. Boom Boom didn't do anything wrong, right?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Boom Boom ever do. Anyway, both of our runners now will be heading to the Doom Shift here. JonnyLink's already there. gamercal electing to go to an end card.
Now, these will give random items, so he's matched 2 stars and 2 mushrooms. He won't necessarily get a star and a mushroom. So he didn't check what he got yet. We'll have to see. He could have gotten a hammer or a cloud, anything really. Hammer suit would be nice.
Yep, especially if you can bring it to the last level, definitely, because you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take out King Koopa in like 3 seconds with that. Just took down Big Mouth, as he was known in the cartoons, and he'll be on his way to World 3 here, and gamercal probably will be joining him very shortly.
So they'll be able to do a couple, I just saw at least one pipe check they can do after this first level.
Yep, and depending on where that pipe leads, it could mean a very quick World 3, so we'll have to wait and see where it ends up.
And there's often a lock in front of Wendy's castle, so if they have that hammer, it'd be a good place to use it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that would be really big. If they can have a hammer there, that would be very important.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels up front here, so I'll definitely do that pipe check.
Oh yeah, so that pipe could be very crucial here. We'll have to wait and see where it takes them.
JonnyLink matched a couple stars too, so whatever item that is.
Yep, and the same is true for the 10 and 20 coins and in the 1-ups in the end card game as well. The same is true for them.
Wow, all the pipes are just clustered in one spot there, so.
Oh, that could throw the runners off a little bit. That could make them be a little confusing.
Wow, so there it is. That's almost as good a World 3 as you can get right there.
Yeah, you called it, Amor. You called it, and there was, and as you predicted, there was a lock in front of the castle there. But JonnyLink had the hammer, and he was able to bypass it. And gamercal doing the same.
I think I spotted 2 clouds in gamercal's inventory, so that's really good too. They still have those.
Good eye, Amor. That could be very helpful. And now, Amor, I know how rough a time you've had it with Cootie Pie here, as she was known in the cartoons. Let's see how our runners handle her.
Wendy's just such a bully. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, she's done for now, though.
Oh, that was pretty slick strategy there by JonnyLink.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
That was really impressive. Boy, it doesn't get any closer than this. They're only like 4 seconds apart here right now at most.
That's great. Great to see that.
Yeah, you gotta love close races like this.
I think the king is a little confused here. He needs a nap after what he's been through.
Yeah, he must have got taken out by a twister or something. All right, let's see what World 4 has in store.
Oh, they are pretty much as far away as they can possibly be from
and
the airship.
That was pretty much vanilla right there. That's pretty much where that pipe takes you in the vanilla game. JonnyLink deciding to go down the pipe there to try to get a power-up.
Yeah. I think there were 2 forts. So one had a lock and one we need to make a bridge. And we don't know which one's going to do that, so.
vanilla game, and there's 2 forts in this world in the vanilla game as well.
So they just got to play these through until finally we get to that first fort, and then we'll see what it does.
And both of our runners have completed the first fort in this world, and we can't see what exactly it did yet. gamercal is through World 4-2, and JonnyLink will be doing the same here in just a second.
Going back to the end card. I'm seeing a lot of runners. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say, obviously, gamercal wanting to stock up on power-ups if at all possible.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of runners, though, they'll complete one end card game and then usually leave it alone, but we'll see.
And
like if one...
JonnyLink, they're getting a 5-up there with 3 stars.
And another hammer. Very nice.
Oh, this seed is being pretty generous to our runners here.
Yeah, it's being pretty nice.
Yeah, lots of clouds and hammers. I mean, our runners have to be very happy with how this seed is going.
P-Wing from... Oh, never mind. Not anymore.
Yeah, good call, Amor. gamercal using a P-Wing there on World 4-4 to try to try to cheese the level, basically.
Yeah, give him a little boost.
Of course, World 5-9 is a world that you definitely would want to use a P-Wing on.
Or I guess a cloud. That's
We're not even bothered with it because it's an auto-scroller, you're right.
Yeah, the one level that's still an auto-scroller.
And gamercal finds out that the fort that they completed earlier made the bridge to the castle, so I'm sure he's very pleased about that.
Another cloud.
Wow, I mean, this is one of the most... this is as generous a seed as you'll see, man, I'm telling you.
gamercal going for some P-Speed here. It's so cool to see P-Speed in a level that's normally auto-scrolled. It's just, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a sight to behold, no question.
Yeah. I don't think I've quite gotten it there myself, but he gave it a good try there.
Yep, that's really all you can ask for, is to give it your best shot. Now gamercal will be facing off with Hop, as he was known in those old cartoons.
One hitter.
Wow, one hitter, you're right.
JonnyLink heading in now. So they're just about one stage apart at this point, but still very close. Anything could happen at this point still.
Yep, I mean, the way it's going, if it stays close and going into World 8, it's all going to come down to that.
Peach gave a frog suit. She's trying to be funny.
Yeah, of course, there's only like 2 when I play the vanilla game, I only use the frog suit like twice, at most.
Top route, of course, here is preferred.
Yep, that's I always take the upper route in this world. World 5-2, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't catch the layout of this part of the World 5 yet, but we'll see.
I didn't either. Of course, when I play the vanilla game, I always go down that pipe there in the upper route there because it leads to a giant block that has 3 extra lives in it.
So we have a fort, 2 pipes, okay, and a lock.
And so it looks like one of those pipes is going to lead to the sky area.
Because this fort's going to make a bridge, right, to go across on the bottom part, and then I guess they'll have 2 pipes to choose from.
Yep, and at least one of them will head to the sky, will lead them to the sky area. It's just a matter of... I think maybe both of them. I think both of them will lead up there. I don't think it really will matter which one they choose.
5-9 by its lump-sum, yep. Don't have to worry about that. No auto-scroller today.
Oh, yeah. Good call, Wolfman. Yeah, you're right. I just see it there. Yeah, you're right. Good call, Wolfman. I bet our runners are very pleased that they don't have to worry about that world.
Nice P-Speed action here. Tough level with all that stuff flying around and all the pits, but nicely done by gamercal.
Yeah, that was very impressive by gamercal to be able to take out Lakitu like that. That was very impressive.
It's very clear when we have runners that also speedrun the vanilla game.
I think I may try speed running the vanilla game at some point. I think I may want to try that.
So gamercal. Okay, yeah, he changed his mind, I guess, about taking that route there.
Yeah, and yeah, but now and boy, I mean, I'm telling you, it is still neck and neck, man. I'm telling you, this one is still very much up for grabs. They're P-wing there for gamercal.
I think gamercal's got 4 clouds from what I think I saw. He's gonna go for this item here. We don't see this very often.
Oh yeah, there's a pipe up there. You're right. I don't know. I completely forgot that this was here.
I think in the vanilla game it's like maybe a music box or something. I'm not actually sure, but
I don't remember what it is in the vanilla game. I honestly don't remember. I completely forgot that was there, quite frankly. It's been years, I think. It's been so many years since I've seen that.
It is a music box? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, so it's a music box in the vanilla game. Thanks for letting us know, Claris. Yeah, I had completely forgotten what that item was in the vanilla game, but now we know.
Okay, so it looks like JonnyLink played the fort and gamercal did not. So that means Johnny's probably got an extra cloud right now.
Yeah, but JonnyLink is going to that end card there, so he's obviously wanting to stock up on power-ups if possible.
Yeah. I didn't actually catch if he matched anything, but...
And gamercal now is facing off with Bully, as he's known in the cartoons. And he's a normal 3-hitter. JonnyLink getting that P-speed going there to try to breeze through this level. Took a couple of hits, but he's through it now.
Mm-hmm. So gamercal's, okay, there's still... Even though JonnyLink played that extra level, he's still, just a stage behind here. Kind of like before, I think, at the end. The last world.
Yeah, and JonnyLink still has those 2 clouds that you mentioned, so maybe that will allow him to make up some ground here as we go along.
Yeah. For me, sometimes I save my clouds for too long, and then I end up with 3 or 4 clouds in World 8 and nothing to use them on, so they're saving them, but they'll hopefully be using them soon.
Yeah, I mean, many times when I've watched you run these randos, you end up coming to the very end. You still have like a cloud, at least in reserve, that you didn't use. So that you make a very good point.
Pipe check here.
Now let's see where this pipe takes gamercal here in World 6.
Okay, he's gonna go for it.
And he's able to break that lock with the hammer. I wasn't sure if it would break the lock or the boulder there because they were both right next to him there, so I wasn't sure which one it would break.
As far as I know, the game prioritizes the lock before the rock. In the case of 2 locks, though, I'm not actually sure what it would do first. But
I was kind of wondering about that. Another appearance by the Angry Sun here in, I believe that is World 6-4, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wow, he's through. World 6 can be a very lengthy world, so those clouds were put to very good use here.
Oh yeah, gamercal definitely making it a very easy trip through World 6, and already is onto the Doom ship.
Doesn't it go northeast of the lock spiral? I'm not actually sure.
Anyway,
good question.
Anyway, gamercal facing off with Hip, as he was known in the cartoons. And he's at least a 4-hitter. He's a 5-hitter. Gamercal making it look very simple. Yep, you called it, Pro. A 5-hit Hip. Has a nice ring to it.
So JonnyLink is... Okay, so he did the same thing. He broke that lock, and I guess he's still. Oh yeah, gamercal played this level as well, but he hasn't. Johnny hasn't used his clouds yet, I think, unless I missed it.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, I think he still has both of his clouds. So he's obviously wanting to hold on to him as long as he can. All right, let's see how trolly World 7 will be. Oh, here's a level that I know you despise, Amor. Well, World 742.
Oh. Gamercal checking if the tomato sauce is still hot. Verdict: yes, it is.
It's
give that another
hot.
try.
It's always
It
hot.
is always hot, but we check once in a while just to make sure.
Yeah, but it's
because
not
you never know.
Yeah, but it's not something you want to get used to, believe me.
Interesting though, he broke the lock with his hammer to get to this fort.
Yeah, so
we'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what this fort will do.
JonnyLink through. He's making his way to the Underworld 6.
And again, those two clouds that JonnyLink has still in his arsenal could be very important for him to being able to make up some ground here.
Yeah, he's really saving them.
Yeah, he's definitely holding on to them as long as he possibly can.
Gamercal doing more. Oh, nice. Okay, so he's home stretch here for World 7.
Oh yeah, he picked the right pipe indeed.
And a great use for the frog suit.
Yeah, this is an auto scroller in the vanilla game, but not here.
Yeah, not an auto scroller that anybody,
and this is
as far as I know, likes.
And in the randos, this is a level where the frog suit really can help you.
Nicely done by JonnyLink. He's out of 6.
Yep, he'll be on to World 7 here in just a moment.
So we'll see what he does with that fort at the beginning. If he does a similar thing and breaks that lock and gets to the 7 fort too, or we'll see.
It'll be very interesting to see what his strategy will be. See what this item is that gamercal gets from the second flower plant level, and it's a star.
I was going to say it could be useful for something like a hammer bro, but there aren't going to be any more of those.
And no, not in World 8 there won't be.
It'd be fun if there were. But
it would be interesting, but obviously that's not the case.
Well, I know this is your favorite level, Brett.
5, yeah, you know me.
You may have mentioned it once or twice.
Quite a few times when I've watched you run these.
Yeah.
5 because I love the sound effect of entering and exiting a pipe. That's my favorite sound effect in Mario games, and because you hear it so much, especially in World 7 as a whole, it's my favorite world in the game.
I'm surprised that JonnyLink hasn't used clouds, especially for a level like this.
And maybe he's saving them for World 8. That must be what he's doing.
I mean, they're useful for just only 8.1 and 8.2.
Yeah, if 8.1 and 8.2 are somewhat required, then those clouds will definitely come in handy.
And we'll see soon. Gamercal's in World 8, and he's got his first super tanks.
He made easy work of Kooky, as he was known in the cartoons. He's on to World 8, and he starts it off with super tanks. Still find it pretty interesting that super tanks is actually shorter and quicker than tanks. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but that's not.
Yeah, and it's less difficult as well. Yeah, Johnny's playing this through again. No cloud.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would have thought he would have used at least one by now.
Fire Snake is. Oh.
And he used a P-wing there to JonnyLink.
Gamercal finding another. He's in the dark screen now.
Air Force here. That's another level where a P-Wing really can help.
Problem with the P-Wing, though, is that when you're up there flying, it's pretty slow. So just doing the platforming like that is quite a bit faster.
And, of course, using the P-Wing there allowed JonnyLink to bypass having to hit the coins there to make invisible blocks there to make a bridge. He was able to just fly over it. Still electing not to use a cloud, and he's going to play this out.
gamercal finding his way. I get so lost in World 8. It's so easy to get lost.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, World 8 can be very trolly at times.
Well, there's Bowser, but there is a bridge missing.
Yep, so obviously gamercal now knows that he will have to do at least one more fort to be able to get to the last level.
I don't know why he can't.
Yep, he's going to go to Navy.
Nice quick work of that. Nice P-speed use on a level that's usually auto-scrolled. Nice to see.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he's getting that P-speed going very well. Oh yeah, Wolfman, yeah, get the Village People song going. In the Navy!
Looked like JonnyLink was maybe looking for a music box there, but oddly, I don't think he had any. Usually we get some.
Yeah, he thought he had one, obviously. He was going to try to bypass the plant level, but he obviously didn't have the music box he needed.
Okay, and I assume he's going to use his hammer. Yep, he's good. 8-1 here for gamercal. Nobody's favorite level, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I know how much you hate this level, Amore. You never have a good time on this one.
Oh. Oh, sniped. So many bullet bills, too many.
Just one bullet bill too many. So that defeat by gamercal there might give JonnyLink a slight opening maybe to make a bit of a comeback here. JonnyLink about to face off with Kooky here now.
And
I know
nicely
more
done.
than you. Yeah, and of course Kooky has been known to have a very weird hitbox, Amore. I mean, you know firsthand.
Yeah, and he's got that super jump, and sometimes he doesn't come back, so...
Yeah, but JonnyLink having no such trouble this time.
8 fort for gamercal.
And the way it's looking, this is probably going to be the one that's going to build the bridge that will allow him to access the last level.
That's pretty fitting, I think.
I'm with you on that, Amore.
So, JonnyLink World 8, we'll see how his pipe checks go.
And
You have some very different routing in World 8 between runners, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. And as with 8-1 being required, that is definitely a spot where JonnyLink will probably want to use one of his clouds.
Yeah, I hope so. So I think he's still got 2, maybe, or I'm not sure.
Cal making short work of Boom Boom once again, and he should be on his way to the final level here in just a moment. JonnyLink working on Air Force now.
Yep. There it is. There's tanks.
Yep, tanks indeed. Tanks for nothing.
See, so where was that 8-1?
It was on
Johnny.
it was on the screen where the hand levels are in the vanilla game.
Okay, right. Huh, frog suit. Thanks, game.
Thank you so much, Mitch. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
It couldn't have been a hammer suit instead. No, it had to be a frog suit.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, anyway, gamercal now on to the final level now.
Nice clip. Nice little swag there.
Oh yeah, look at that clip. Nice. That was very impressive. There's another clip that you can take here in the final level that'll take you right to King Koopa and allow you to bypass the room with the fireballs. It's up right up where this door is right here that gamercal's at now.
Looks like he went for it once, but...
Yep, he went for it once, but then decided, nah, it's not worth it.
Don't want to waste too much time.
Definitely not. Not when you're this close to the finishing it off.
See if he gets his fire kill here. Be a lot faster than...
Yeah. That's a hammer kill would, but let's see if he can do it.
Nicely done. Nice fight.
Wow, that was impressive. That was impressive. He was able to hug the right wall there and still not get hit. That was very impressive.
JonnyLink picking up another very useful frog suit.
That probably was a little bit of a sarcastic remark there, Amor, but whatever.
Certainly not, no. So, gamercal is the winner. He has finished in first place with a time of 33:31. Very well done.
Yeah, well done. Let's get some GGs in the chat for gamercal.
JonnyLink on his way here. Still pretty close.
Yeah, this was a pretty close race. I mean, it could have gone either way, but I think what did it for gamercal is that he used his clouds and hammers very effectively. JonnyLink elected to hold on to his clouds, and I think that was kind of what held him back, as it turns out.
Yeah, I think it's the most time loss, was it, in World 6, that gamercal used a couple of clouds and JonnyLink did not, and then I think World 7 as well.
Yeah, World 6 and 7, I think, were what really made the difference for gamercal on that one. I completely agree with you on that, Amor.
Is this the Bowser pipe? I think, yeah, but he's still got to get that bridge going.
Yep, and as we saw with gamercal, it's the World 8 fort that is the one that will build that bridge.
Now, you'd think Mario could just equip a P-Wing and fly over the gap, but I guess...
I know, right?
The overworld doesn't seem to work that way, so...
Yeah, obviously not. Now, this right here, JonnyLink electing to go do 8-1. He had a cloud, so I'm a little bit surprised that he would not skip this level. And then, Amor, you know firsthand how notorious Paragoombas are. You've had a lot of trouble with them.
Oh, yes. Ooh, one of the scariest jumps right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, especially with the bullet bills flying around, you got to time it so well to be able to not only make the jumps, but not get hit either. You know, I always get nervous when I do that bounce off the note block there toward the end. I'm always worried that the game is not going to register me making the high jump, and I'm just going to end up falling into the abyss there.
Yeah, the note blocks are kind of questionable sometimes. Can't trust them.
Yeah, you can't really trust them. They're a lot more trustworthy in like the new Super Mario Brothers games, but in this game, I mean, that's not the case.
Okay, so he's in 8 fort, going through. Thwomped by a thwomp there for a second, but...
Thwomped by a thwomp, I like it. That was a good one, Amor, good one. Look, but I think Boom Boom's the one who's about to get thwomped.
I think so. Going for a little extra power up there, not a bad idea.
Yep, obviously not wanting to take any chances.
So after this, he should be clear to get to Bowser, I think, right?
Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the fort right here that opens the last level. I think you're right.
Now, if he can remember which pipe gets back to Bowser, because I don't remember.
Yeah, it's easy to forget sometimes. That's a very good point. I mean, you know from experience, Amor.
Okay, he seems pretty sure that it's this one. Yep, it sure is.
And there we go.
One more tanks, and then time for Bowser again.
Yep, JonnyLink on his way. Yeah, she does indeed, Stray Sine Wave. Amor does know a lot from experience in these randos, no question. Believe me, I've watched her run these randos so many times, man. She and I go way back. Oh, thank you so much. We're so happy that we could make it enjoyable for you guys. Thank you so much.
For sure. I think I saw about 3 frog suits in Johnny's inventory. I don't think he's got enough frog suits. Should have at least ended with like 2 or 3 more just to be safe.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not a single hammer suit in this seed, huh? Not that we've found.
That is it. That's interesting, Amor. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we basically hardly saw any hammer suits at all.
But at least that, the seed was generous with hammers and clouds. That's always a nice thing.
Oh yeah, no question about it.
We've seen seeds that have like none, so.
Yeah, so some seeds can be very, very trolly, and others can be really generous, like this one. I don't remember seeing any hammer suits, Goldrad. I don't think I did. Anyway, JonnyLink will have to face King Koopa the old-fashioned way.
He's doing that little crouching trick because Bowser's hitbox is only his head.
Yep, exactly. And I actually thought for a while that they had patched that in the All-Stars version for Super Nintendo, but I saw recently when I watched you play that game, Amor, that that's not the case. We were told that it's in the Game Boy Advance port of this game that they patched that.
Well, I didn't even know this trick when I was a kid. As much as I played this game, I never knew that until I started watching speedruns of it.
Yeah, I don't think I knew about it for quite a long time either.
So, well done by JonnyLink. Can be a sub 40 seed for him as well.
Yeah, sub 40 is never a bad time.
Good first race for both these guys.
Yep, let's get some GGs in the chat for JonnyLink.
And he finishes with a time of 39:27.
Not too shabby. Not too bad. Good job, JonnyLink. Well played.
So these guys are going to have a game 2.
Yep, we're standing by here for our second race here.
Yeah, so stick around, and we'll be starting shortly, I think.
Yep, we should be getting our second race going here very, very shortly. And as Clara says, saying in chat there, it'll probably be flags number 2, so the world order will be randomized this time.
Yep.
Yep, and we're so glad you could join us, Goldrat. Well, roger that. All right, we are standing by for our second race here. Looks like our runners are just about ready to go. Amor, you rolled this second seed, so let's see what you gave us.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of stuff we get here, especially to start. So the big difference is random worlds this time. So we could still start with World 1 or anything from 2 to 7. So we'll see.
All we know is that World 8 will be last. That's all we know for sure.
And in the pool of levels, we also have 9 beta levels, which we did not see before.
Yep, indeed. And I'm sure that our runners will be praying they don't see Atlantis.
You shouldn't have said its name. Did we see Boss Bass in the last seed?
No, we did not see Boss Bass at all in the first seed.
Okay. So our runners have gotten their countdown. They should be going any second now.
I see Kevin has joined us in the chat. Kevin, I hope you're having a good day so far, and thanks for joining us.
Oops, all Boss Bass. Yeah, every level Boss Bass. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be evil, man. That would be evil. I see some of the folks in chat are getting their predictions in as to what world will start us off.
I'm going to say 4.
You're going with the Raxer, Amor?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll call World 5 to start it off.
Oh, nobody was right. Okay, well. Oh, no, Kevin got it. He said 3 start.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, Kevin got that one. Yeah.
And we start with what is usually an auto-scroller from World 3. 3-6, I think it is.
3-6. I think you're right, Amor. That is 3-6, I believe. Oh, Zero Wing it. Don't give Fred any ideas. Yeah, Gold Rat, you're right. Our runners will have to face Cootie Pie right off the bat.
That can be kind of scary because at this point, you may not have a lot of power, and if you go in there small, it can be a lot of trouble.
Yeah, World 3 is usually not a world you want to start off with because, because with Cootie Pie as tough as she is, you don't have very many items going in, and she could be a big problem.
So now we've got, I think this is 1-6?
Yeah, 1-6, exactly. Yeah, Clarice, I'm with you on that. Don't add to that book.
So let's see what kind of layout we actually have here. 4 pipes. Pretty close to the front here, so another level from World 1. 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1, you're right. And again, the cheap right at the start, just as he was in the first seed.
He's really out for Mario here.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Nicely done.
We're doing fine, Kevin. Thank you so much for asking.
Okay, first pipe check.
Yeah, two of the pipes down below are in their vanilla locations.
So that brought us to Wendy, but we have no hammers, so...
Yeah. So obviously a fort will have to be completed first.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fire Brothers there for JonnyLink. That's rough.
Oh, there's the hammer. We were just looking for that.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. So maybe this may be an opportunity for JonnyLink possibly to get an early lead.
Looks like he's going to go for a power-up first, which is a very good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's a very smart move right there, because when you're facing Cootie Pie, you want a power-up, believe me. Gamercal, obviously, looking to get him a power-up also.
Have the World 3 airship, too.
Yep, Vanilla Doomship, you're right. And Gamercal picking up a cloud early on, which obviously is very important.
Did JonnyLink get that cloud?
I don't think he did.
So Gamercal is choosing not to... Wait,
There's our first beta level of this seed. Gamercal's found that, and JonnyLink taking down Cootie Pie with no problem.
Did gamercal find the hammer too? Did I miss that, or did he get the hammer bro with the
I'm
cloud?
not sure. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, JonnyLink is off to an early lead here. He got gamercal got the hammer, Zero Wing. Oh, he's just not using it. Okay, thanks for letting us know.
Very, very early in the run, so it does make sense that he's choosing to save that hammer.
When it could come in handy later, and now gamercal has found a hand level.
Free item here.
Yeah, World 5 is second up, and JonnyLink's starting that off, and he's starting off with another beta level.
Music box for gamercal. Very nice.
Yep, and that could come in handy in World 7 with the if he wants to skip a plant level. And that is World 3-2 there that gamercal has found.
Another beta level for JonnyLink here.
Yep, indeed. That's, yeah, certainly a lot of beta levels early on in this seed.
Yeah. So we had to get down here, and Angry Sun is already gone.
Yep. No problem with the Angry Sun on that occasion.
End card game. We'll see if we can get some items. Oh, not yet.
You can never have enough items here, I'll tell you.
We have 2 forts up front here. World 5.
That appears to be World 6 Fort 3 right there that JonnyLink has found.
No items for gamercal here either.
Yep, the end card game wasn't kind to him either.
Fire Bros being difficult. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Fire Brothers usually are difficult. and there's another, and there's the hammer that right there for gamercal. Or is that a second hammer? Is that a second hammer he got?
No, I think the first item was a cloud, wasn't it?
I think you're right, but now he's going to be able to get to the castle now. Broken anyway, so maybe that was his strategy. Maybe it was part of the strategy to see. Maybe he wanted to see if he could get a hammer and break the lock by beating the fort, so he'll have the hammer to use later. Well, it was his strategy, but we'll see if it'll work. But in any event, JonnyLink has now found another beta level. Yeah,
that's already 3, isn't it? Just in the beginning of the seed here.
4 of them, actually.
Or 4, yeah.
I think gamercal found a 4th one there as well, so there's a lot of beta levels early on here in this seed. gamercal taking down Cootie Pie, and he'll be moving on to World 2 now. Which is World 5, of course, in this seed. 3 stars for JonnyLink.
Ooh, close fight there. Music box. You know, I was just saying in the last seed we had no music boxes, so...
Yeah, well,
now, of course...
They're coming fast and furious in this one. This maybe end up being a music box seed.
Nice hammer for JonnyLink. Another beta level. For gamercal here.
gamercal, yeah, this is the beta level that JonnyLink played earlier.
Kind of a fun one with all the slopes.
Yeah, but of course with Lakitu around, I mean, that can make it pretty rough. Especially with the green eggs. Those are the eggs that are really tough to avoid sometimes. Wow, JonnyLink has got to the Doom Ship already.
Yep. I missed what happened in the second part of the world because it went by so fast.
Yeah, JonnyLink went by it so quickly that we didn't catch how he was able to do it so fast. Anyway, he's now facing off with Bully again here. And he's only at 2 hitters, so JonnyLink already through the first 2 worlds.
Okay, so we've seen Worlds 3 and 5, so...
Yeah, so we'll see what's next. Yeah, Gold Rat, you're not kidding. He took down Bully, all right.
I think we'll see World 7 next.
World 7 will be next? Well, they're getting their predictions in chat now.
You know, I was gonna say 4.
Yeah, well, Thalphon, I believe is his name. He called that one right. Sport right here, and he has found Navy. Now, Wolfman, you got it. In the Navy.
Boom Boom's done on both sides.
Yep, a couple of more Boom Booms taken down.
Just arrived. How come Cal is behind? JonnyLink found a hammer first in World 3 and used it immediately, and gamercal did not. So.
Yeah, JonnyLink definitely took advantage of the items he picked up, and he's been able to build a nice lead.
Looks like the bridge has been built for JonnyLink, so now he's just got to get over there.
Yeah, you're right. That fort he just completed, he completing Navy there. That definitely built the bridge he needed. So now he just needs to get to it. He's got a cloud, so he'll be able to go right there. And he gets a P-wing, which could be very helpful.
Gonna use that cloud? Yep.
Yep, he's gonna use it. It looks like. Indeed, he did.
So he was able to.
He was able to skip that Hammer Brother there. Hammer Brother skip. Quick.
Yeah, if the screen moves at that point, sometimes you can get away with that. I don't know if it works every time, but.
It's kind of hit and miss, but JonnyLink able to get the skip, and he's right to the Doom ship. That was a very good break for him. Now he'll be facing off with Hop here.
While gamercal is finishing up his world too.
And Hop is a 5-hitter.
He's a tough one.
Yep, but JonnyLink taking him down with no problem. So basically, JonnyLink has a full 1 world lead right now.
It's not a very long world, but.
Yeah, not very long. Yeah, he's hopping all right, Gold Rat, but he didn't hop enough.
World 1.
And apparently, yeah, World 1 now is on tap now for JonnyLink. That's at the halfway point of this seed.
Now we got 2 forts in World 1. The forts in each world, there can be between 1 and 3.
Yep, and we have a vanilla fort here. World 1 fort.
He's going to go for the item here.
Yep, and it's all about, and well, that was slick right there. Being able to start flying the minute he gets that leaf, that was very impressive.
And he picks up a hammer suit, finally. Finally, we see one.
Yeah, that's the first hammer suit we've seen today in either seed.
Now 8 fort. Go from 1 fort to 8 fort.
Oh, boy, that's quite a change right there. I mean, I'm telling you. That's quite a switch. And now the thing for JonnyLink here, his task now will be to hold on to that hammer suit until he gets to the last level. Because again, I mean, if you take that hammer suit into the King Koopa fight, you can take him down in like 3 seconds.
Yeah. gamercal's, is he going to? Yep, and he's off.
Yep, he'll be using it. Yep, gamercal using a cloud there, and he's not able to get the hammer to skip.
So he gets an extra hammer here. That could come in handy later.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, it'll be very interesting to see if that comes into play.
Now, I think gamercal's also he's still got an extra cloud.
Yeah, so
that JonnyLink doesn't, so he could do some catching up here if he decides to use it.
Yeah, you're right, Amor. gamercal might still have an opportunity to make up some ground here with the items he has.
Yeah.
It's World 1-3 that JonnyLink has found. He breezes right through it.
JonnyLink almost done with his World 4. Hammer Bros like, nope. See you later. I'm out.
Yep, I'm out of here. I don't want any part of Mario. And it ends up getting him a P-Wing. Another Vanilla Doom ship here. Link about to face off with Cheatsy here once again.
Stompy. Very stompy. And he's done.
Indeed he is. He's a 4-hitter, but JonnyLink taking him out with no problem, and he is halfway home.
Good. gamercal's going to go for the item as well, so he's also going to get his hammer suit.
But he needs to build up that P-speed to be able to get up there, and with those roto discs, it could be a problem.
Very nice.
But I don't think I've ever seen anybody take off from that far back, so that's the first time I've seen someone do it that way.
8-4 for gamercal. Gotta build that bridge. World 7 for JonnyLink.
Oh, apparently, World 7 is next up.
A lot of pipes to start.
Yep, and I mean, that lower left corner there has 4 pipes alone. I mean, my goodness.
He's kind of taking a look here. Decided to stay. Okay. After this level, I think there's at least one more pipe to check. And there's Boss Bass.
Yeah, and there's Boss Bass's first appearance of the day.
He is hungry, and he's looking for some dinner here. Oh.
But if our runners have it their way, Boss Bass will be on a diet.
What's he doing floating up there in the middle of the sky? What the heck?
I know, right? I mean, talk about a fish out of water. Oh, man.
Literally, yeah.
JonnyLink making good short work of Boss Bass and World 2-1 as well.
Oh, they're both in the end card now.
Yeah, talk about in stereo. Yeah, Claris, Boss Bass doesn't believe in physics at all. Kind of like how Bugs Bunny says, I never studied the laws of gravity, but I know this defies the laws of gravity, but I've never studied law.
I think I saw the gamercal's got 2 hammer suits, so maybe he picked up an extra one in the end card somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's probably true, Amor. You're probably right. Oh boy, JonnyLink in that lower left corner that has 4 pipes. This could get kind of confusing for him.
Oh yeah, I always get lost. Try so hard not to, and then just... Oh. So he's going back.
Yeah, he's going to go back, and he's probably going to check one of those other pipes.
Yeah, that top island did have a fort, which he might need to do.
Yeah, it all depends on if there's a bridge or something that needs to be built at the very end.
There is another fort on the right island, we could see, so... Don't know at this point what it looks like over there.
Yeah, we don't know if both are required or if only one is. We'll have to wait and see.
He's kind of going in circles right now, trying to figure out.
And well, that's what World 7 will do. That's what World 7 will do to you.
Mm-hmm. gamercal's getting started with his World 5 now.
And which is World 7, so gamercal is slowly but surely creeping back into this race a little bit.
See if Boss Bass gets fed here.
And then Boss Bass making another appearance for JonnyLink there in World 4-5. 4-5 here. This is once JonnyLink clears this level, he'll have access to another pipe.
So close again. That Boss Bass right there.
Oh yeah, JonnyLink getting out by the skin of his teeth right there. Sure, he's breathing a huge sigh of relief after that. Now he'll be able to check this pipe.
Okay, so there's one block that's not in the way, and the other one is definitely in the way. So
yeah, but JonnyLink has a hammer. He has a hammer, so he'll be able to go right through that lock once he clears this level, which is World 6-1, and Boss Bass is back once again.
Yeah, Boss Bass likes this level. He's oh no, Boss Bass has been fed.
Oh, man, I guess Boss Bass was due for a meal. I guess.
That's it. He gets one.
And JonnyLink actually had 3 hammer suits, and he elected to use one of them.
Yeah. Must have been the end cards.
Yeah. Oh, man, he almost got eaten again. That was close.
The boss bass comes back after a few seconds, so he's still going to have to be careful here.
Even after you take him out, he doesn't stay down very long.
Oh, okay. It was a little stressful there, Johnny said, but he's through.
Yeah, but he is through World 6-1, and now with the hammer he has, he can break that lock. And does he have a music box? I don't know. He does, so he can go straight to the castle. That's exactly what he's doing.
gamercal is so it looks like they have to go back to where 7-1 is to get to that island.
Yeah, that's the pipe right there that will take him to the end of the level, the world, I should say. That's exactly the pipe they need. And off with Kooky here again.
Nicely done.
And Kooky's a 5-hitter this time.
So let's see, we have worlds 2 and 6 left? Is that right?
2 and 6, I believe. Yeah, 2 and 6 are left.
Both are pretty good places for hammers and clouds, but I think JonnyLink is out of hammers, and I'm not sure about clouds for him, but I think gamercal might have 1 or 2.
You can hold on to the ones he has. The rest of the way, into at least the next world, he'll still have an opportunity to catch back up again.
Let's try and get some items again here.
It's World 2 that's next up.
Another beta level for JonnyLink.
And basically, it's a freebie here because there's no enemies at all to worry about here. It's just a free swim up right to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine if you had this level right here with Boss Bass. How brutal that would be.
gamercal's looking for that cloud. Put him to sleep, and he's out.
Yep, and JonnyLink now has found World 5-2 again, and Boss Bass once again.
gamercal's got 2 hammers left still. Yeah. I don't think JonnyLink's got any though, right?
Well, if those 2 hammers that gamercal has could be very big. I mean, they could be very important.
Nicely done.
And even as a 5-hitter, Kooky is no match for our runners.
JonnyLink's going to take another go at the end card and probably do a pipe check. We can't see the other pipe, so it's going to be somewhere on the right side.
And that pipe could be very, very big. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and then there's a lock blocking the airship, but the fort is right there, so that's not really a problem.
Yep, and JonnyLink has found World 4-1, and the Angry Sun has made another appearance.
I think gamercal's definitely caught up a little bit here.
And ooh, JonnyLink taking a hit from the Paragoomba there.
Paragoombas are really good at that, unfortunately.
No, you know firsthand about that, Amor. JonnyLink is through, and now let's see what this fort is all about. Well, actually, I'll have the Hammer Brother to go through first. See what item this gives him. Let's see if it gives him a hammer.
Nope, just a star.
I'm sure he was hoping for a hammer because he could have gone straight to the Doom ship if it had been a hammer.
Well, the fort is still blocking it, though.
A cloud, I should say. He needed to have a cloud.
Oh, cloud, right. That would have been nice.
I forgot about that. Anyway, it's World 3 Fort 1 that he has found here. And he elected to... Oh, man, that if he had gotten that star, man, I mean, I'm telling you, this could be a quick star kill if he really hurries.
I think he'll make it.
Yeah, he's going to really have to hustle, though. He's going to have to hustle.
Nice upside-down orb there. Always nice to see.
And sure enough, he gets the quick star kill on Boom Boom. Very nicely done. That could be big right there. That is a big time saver right there.
gamercal going through, I think it's normally an auto-scroller. What is it, 6?
That is an auto-scroller normally, yes. That is an auto-scroller normally, you're right. JonnyLink about to face off with Big Mouth here once again. Big Mouth only a 2-hitter.
gamercal gonna get his star here. Yep.
Obviously, it'll be World 6 that will be next up for JonnyLink.
Yeah, World 6 can be really long or really short, depending on those pipe placements. I think in the last seed they got pretty lucky. It wasn't too bad.
And if you have hammers and clouds, it can definitely shorten the world, no question.
Johnny just collected an anchor from Peach. So an anchor gives a random item in Randomizer.
It can be anything. It can be a leaf, it can be a Tanuki suit, it can be a hammer suit, it could be anything.
Could even be a cloud.
Yep, I mean, you never know what it's going to be. You don't know what it is until you actually use it. And this is World 6-4 that JonnyLink has found. A lot of fire snakes in this one.
Isn't it 6-8?
6-8? I don't know. I thought it was 6-4. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. 6-8.
Yeah, 6-8.
Thanks, Proa. Thanks, Proa. It is 6-8.
Yeah, pretty good pipe though. It's a more Hammer Bros here.
And I'm sure that JonnyLink would love to get a cloud or something here. He would love to have one of those.
No such luck. Is he going to do the other Hammer Bro? Not right now, it looks like.
I would have been tempted to do that other one to see if I could get a cloud or something, but oh man, he has found level World 742, which is never fun.
Oh, it's a little fun, I guess, but mostly scary.
Yeah, you have to time your jumps very well here. It's all about timing your jumps well here.
gamercal just shortly behind. He got his P. Did JonnyLink do that Hammer Bro to get the P-Wing? I'm not sure if he did.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did. But, gamercal definitely has made up some ground here, so this race has definitely tightened up.
Wow, so he used that hammer to break the rock, and now he was able to skip over to the other side of the map, basically.
Yep, and gamercal has found Fort Knox.
He decided to jump into the tomato sauce here, and use...
Yep, he obviously decided to take a lava bath so he could basically bypass the lock there because he has a hammer, I would assume. Yep, indeed he has.
Oh, he's going for... Yes, it's a lot faster than going through the level.
Yeah. And JonnyLink, meanwhile, has found the newest beta level, and it's one that obviously, Amora, you don't very much care for.
Just not quite used to it yet. It was just added, I don't know, a few months ago, and getting used to it, but it's a little tricky.
And it's a pretty tricky level, no question.
Another hammer for gamercal. Oh, but he is blocked by a bridge that's not there, so...
Oh boy, that changes things. That changes things in a hurry.
So he's in the level that JonnyLink just did, and now Johnny's in the level gamercal just did, so they're...
And we now know that the anchor is a super leaf. So now JonnyLink will be able to go straight to Boom Boom.
Because gamercal still has to do that fort. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fort there that JonnyLink has already cleared. This changes things. JonnyLink now has regained the lead basically now.
Wait a minute.
Another bridge that's built there.
Yeah. So is that a bridge that gamercal already does have?
I mean, I'm a little confused here.
gamercal only needed one bridge, I think. But it was not the same bridge that JonnyLink needed?
Yeah, I don't think it was. So there's obviously different forts that our runners have not done that they'll have to do. JonnyLink now is only to the fort that he has to do to build the bridge, and it's World 3 Fort 2 that he is going to have to do here.
gamercal's going to go look now if he's in the clear. And no. So he's got to go back to the water fort too.
I'm telling you, this race could go any direction right now. Right now, it looks like JonnyLink might have a slight edge, but very, very slight.
Yeah, they're now like really caught up with each other here. They're in.
Yeah, they're neck and neck right now.
Yeah.
It's going to come to this race is going to come down to World 8. It's going to come down to World 8.
So that hammer that gamercal used at the beginning really pushed him ahead. Just enough to kind of put them almost in the same place. Cloud for JonnyLink, nice.
Oh, and now that cloud could be very important in World 8. If World 8-1 or 8-2 is required, then that cloud for JonnyLink could be very important.
Going for the end card. Or is he looking to take that pipe back, actually? That's probably...
I think
got it in.
Yeah, I think he was going to take that pipe there, but the end card just happened to be in the way. That may actually buy JonnyLink a few seconds of an opening here to get a little bit more of a lead.
Yeah, he's still... Oh no!
Oh man,
took a tumble!
Oh man, that's a tough break for JonnyLink, man. I'm telling you, that is a tough break.
So now gamercal's taking the lead slightly here.
Oh man, that is a huge setback right there for JonnyLink. So this is a big chance for gamercal here to get a bit of a lead here.
Nice piece speed on this airship as well.
Oh yeah.
JonnyLink's got to head back.
And so now gamercal about to face off with Hip once again.
Not too bad.
And keeping him pinned in the corner, and he's a normal 3-hitter.
Yeah, so now gamercal is ahead by one stage. Which is the other way around than it was. Yeah.
And yep, indeed. And JonnyLink using a P-wing here, which is a very, very smart move considering what just happened to him. Still going to come down to World 8, though.
Nice speech from the king here. Thanks, King. Very informative. Thank you.
As well put a hat on his head that says Captain Obvious.
Okay, so 8-2 is, well, 8-2 could be necessary because there's a fort up there blocked by a lock right now.
And if that fort up there is the one that is required to open the last level, then 8-2 will be needed. You're right. And it's gamercal has found World 5-3, which is another level on more that you don't particularly like.
Yeah, it's for Randomizer. It's a long stage, and particularly the bottom half can have some interesting enemy sets. Fire chomps, fire nippers, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't look like it's too bad, though, this time around.
And of course, that hammer suit certainly doesn't hurt either. JonnyLink is electing to go to a fort here, and it's World 2 fort that he has found.
It looks like gamercal went left on the dark screen. JonnyLink went right, so they're...
And it'll be interesting to see which of these moves ends up paying off for the better.
Yeah.
Yep, gamercal has found World 5 Fort 2 there. That piece speed going, and now he is on his way to Boom Boom.
Yep. So he's blocked there by a lock, so he's got to go back.
Yep, and obviously gamercal is out of hammers, so he'll have to retrace his steps.
Ooh, so they're both blocked here.
Yeah, they both.
Now they're in sync, pretty much.
Yeah, they're pretty much exactly in the same spot.
Okay, so now they're like, gamercal went to the right, JonnyLink to the left, so they're...
So now JonnyLink now going to World 5-3, and now gamercal doing the same fort that JonnyLink just did.
Yeah, so they're pretty much lined up here. Well, we still haven't found the Bowser screen though. We don't know where that is.
I think the way it's going right now, I think the first one to find King Koopa is gonna win this one. That's the way it's looking right now.
Quick work of Boom Boom there.
Yep, as usual. Wow, a hammer kill. Wow, that was impressive.
Gamercal's trying to remember which pipes to take. Yeah, so that's still blocked.
Those worlds that can definitely confuse you with the pipes, just as World 7 can.
It looks like he was checking there if he had a hammer, but
yep. So. But as you can see though, he's out of hammers, so he'll have to do it the normal way.
I hope they won't have to do 8-2 to get up to that other one.
I have a funny feeling though that fort there beyond that level there, that may end up being required, but we'll see.
Did they go across Handbridge yet?
No, they have not.
So that's something.
And that could be the way to go too. I mean, we'll have to see.
I think there's still 2 locks on dark screen.
Yeah, so basically it's going to come down to who can get to the last level first. I think that's who's going to win this one.
Nice dodging there by gamercal.
Oh yeah, that was very impressive. And JonnyLink also was checking to see if he had a hammer, but he doesn't have any more, so he's basically in the same boat. So
Cal, I think, is going to check this next pipe. Now, could this be Bowser?
That one there, that will open the lock there on the left, so I'm not sure if he'll have access to the final level yet or not. Oh, he does.
Bowser.
And he's got a hammer, so it looks like gamercal might have this wrapped up.
Yeah, he's gonna use his hand. He doesn't want to do this without a hammer suit, so he's got spares. He's good to go.
If he used another one.
Nice to have a backup in case that happens.
Yep, indeed. So if gamercal, I mean, he basically has this wrapped up.
Nice clip there again.
Wow, very nice.
Didn't he get that last time too? I think that's the second time.
No, it was the one on the bottom that he got.
Okay, top route. We'll see how many fireballs we end up with here. Sometimes they're in the worst spot, and you just can't help but take a hit. So.
They sometimes can be very notorious, Amor, you're right. But he gets through with no problem, and he should be able to take King Koopa out in like 3 seconds.
See how much faster that Bowser fight is with the hammer suit. Very nice.
Yep, exactly. Just as I said, in basically like 3 seconds, he takes him out.
So gamercal has, he's taken his second win with a time of 37:01. Very, very nice.
Get some GGs in the chat for gamercal.
And JonnyLink's heading into his Bowser fight, so they're ended up finishing very close here.
Yeah, this was ended up being very close. Yeah, and in this second race basically went exactly as I predicted. I said that the first one to find the last level would win, and that's exactly what happened.
I think they finished now a little closer than the first seed, from what I remember.
Yeah, they were basically, I think they were like 6 minutes apart, I think they were in the first seed. So this one definitely was a lot closer.
So hopefully get gamercal in here and JonnyLink when he finishes.
Yep, so everybody in chat stand by. We'll look to have our runners in for some post-race interviews here in just a few moments.
JonnyLink just gonna finish up.
Yep, looking to hold on to the hammer suit, and he has done that.
See you later, Bowser. He'll be back.
Yep. See you in Super Mario World, King Koopa.
All right, and we welcome gamercal. GG.
GG. That was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Oh,
congratulations on your victory. Your 2 wins today, gamercal. What did you think of the seeds? What'd you think?
first one was fine. Second one, hard done by, I think, is probably the best word for it. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I didn't play badly most of the time, but yeah, second one was really horrendous as far as winning went.
I think the first seed in general was pretty generous with hammers and clouds, so that must have been nice to kind of be able to skip a lot of stuff.
Yeah, pick and choose what you want to skip. Fun fact, I actually wanted a cloud for and I accidentally used a P-Wing instead. So it's like, you know what, this is not a bad stage for a P-Wing, though.
Yeah, actually we were saying that was a good idea because of the water, so...
Yeah, it was just a little bit too hasty on the click there, but it worked out in the end. I think the suspect play in the first one was not using the hammer on the rock. I know why I didn't, but I still should have. I think that was we're having 2 at the beginning. That was definitely the better play to make. And then I guess in the second seed, right from the word go, it was kind of awful because it's like should have maybe done the hammer bro, checked if it had a hammer, the second one at least, and it did. So I could have saved 4 levels with that. It's one of the best hammers you could do. But
yeah, that's actually what JonnyLink did, and he pulled ahead of you almost right away because he got that hammer and used it immediately.
Yep.
So.
I figured that would be the case. And I misclicked in the end card as well. The second round, I ended up accidentally clicking the top card again when I was supposed to go down 1. So I had to change my tactics a lot on that, and then ended up not quite getting the luck to finish it in 3. So, yeah, I don't know. It was just the overworld mistakes and stuff are not too common for me to make that way, but that's how you lose a race there. We almost did, so... You know?
Yeah, you guys finished very close in the second one, especially.
Yep. So
yeah, so Johnny's all done too. He finished with a time of 38:24.
Yeah, only like a minute and 24 behind you there, gamercal. That was a very close second race.
A slightly less kind top path on Bowser's castle, and that could have been really bad. You know? Oh dear. But yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes mistakes happen with that, and I guess one of the disadvantages of the way I play, I suppose, is I do tend to make snap decisions with stuff. I was a bit more cautious on some of the stuff this seed, but I usually do end up making, very quick decisions with stuff this way, and you just gotta kind of stick with your guns. But if you don't make the right decision first try, then it's gonna be, time loss on stuff that way. And even if it was down to luck this time, I still should have checked the hammer first and then seen about skipping the stages. So, it is what it is. I'm not gonna beat myself up over, but it's still decently played at the very least.
Yeah, definitely. Both of you had a similar issue in World 6 where you were at the end and then you discovered, oh, there's a bridge that we don't have, and then you both had to go all the way back to the beginning and play the fort, and kind of ended up in the same boat there.
Yeah, that was just like the icing on the cake, really, considering now the rest of it, because I was like, okay, we've got 3 hammers going in worlds. Was it 1, 2, 6, and 7? I think it was that was still left to play, and then World 1 showed up, and it had a bridge that you had to make, and it wasn't the one that was in the way, and it's just like, well, that's typical. This is one of the ones you want to use a hammer on, and I can't do it. I quote unquote saved this hammer from the beginning of the game, and I can't use it in the place that I want to. And then, it just 2 of them in World 6, and it didn't even matter. I forgot exactly where the fort was. I thought it was behind another level at the beginning. Otherwise, I probably would have taken the pipe, gone back, and done that one first, because it was fewer transitions to do.
Yeah, it's always a decision to make. Like, if you see a fort, should you just do it right away, or just forget it and then go back only if you need to?
Let it be known, this is why I do the forts as and when they come up, though. This is exactly why.
Not a bad idea.
I've had a lot of questions from a lot of, high-ranking players before as to why you don't just, skip some of the forts and stuff like that, This is why, because it bites you in the butt.
especially in World 8. I mean, if I were playing, my strategy, if I came across a fort, I would just do it, because you never know which one it's going to be that's going to open up the way to the last level. I mean, I would just do whatever fort I came across in World 8.
I was convinced that Force was actually going to be important because it's behind the lock, and not really behind the stage per se, but just because it was behind the lock, that usually is a pretty big telltale sign. But it didn't end up coming into play, and by the time I realized, I was like, wait, we've got two locks. I know where they are, and you know, 2 forts done. So there's no way that Bowser can be blocked at this point. If I had a spare hammer, I mean, you could see I went back up in the pipe. If I had a spare hammer, I'd have broken the one on the hand bridge there. Would have been a bit quicker. No such luck considering World 6, but, you know.
Yeah. So I think it doesn't look like we're going to get JonnyLink in for an interview, but GG's to both of you guys. I think you both played very, very well. And this was your first group of races, right, for your group. So
this is the first set of races that are done in Group I. I wasn't able to last week. Kind of lucky to be able to this week because my internet's been acting up a lot for the last like 2 weeks. But it seems to be mostly okay at the moment. I had a local recording going just in case it was you know, gonna mess up on me. But yeah, it was just one of those things. Hopefully we'll be able to get the rest of them done. I know Clarice is in chat in a moment. We'll be able to schedule something fairly soon, I hope. And then one fine day, the true last boss of the thing, I think. Everybody's tough at this point, though. I mean, you've seen compared to last year, this was the game I knew nothing about coming in, but like Seed 1 was only a 6-minute difference. Last year, it was about 4 times that as my first play against my first opponent. It was about a 20 to 24 minute like difference.
Yeah, a lot of good runners this time around, so it's great. So you're off to a great start.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you the rest of the tournament. And I hope it goes well for you. Yeah.
Thanks to the commentary and everything. I'll definitely want to watch this one back once we have seen the next game coming up.
Yeah, we if you guys stick around, we have another race starting in about 30 minutes. So between Human Mustard and Zodiac Dread. So right on this channel, I think it's going to be the same. So stick around for that. It'll be starting soon.
All right, that should just about do it here for this one. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we all hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And Amor, it was so much fun to call this race with you today. This was
a good time
for me.
Yeah, thanks for commentating with me. It was good time. So
my true pleasure, Amor. I look forward to many more fun times with you in the future, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure, Amor. And to everybody in chat, again, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for many more races in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. The next one starts. You heard Amor give you the heads up on that. It'll be starting at the top of the hour. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And thank you so much again for joining us. Have a great one, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See you soon. Bye, guys. Take care, everybody.